So that is one good thing about Sweden. So you don't need to really worry about, you can see it, you don't need to really worry about like apartments, and they have a lot of them down to that place. So I would want to see you in Sweden by September 2023. And with that, I also wish you guys a happy new year, and I wish you success, and I wish you breakthrough in all your journey and all your plans in this 2023. So without wasting much of our time, I would want to dive straight to what we have. But guys, remember to follow me on my Twitter page as well as on my Instagram page, because I post a lot of information that might be beneficial to you. And also please like my video, and also subscribe to my channel. Please recommend my channel to your friends that are looking for moving to Europe, because here I talk about everything Europe. I talk about Sweden, Portugal, like a lot of countries. So you can go to my playlist, you will see them all named according to their country, according to the countries, and then you can select the country you want to go for and check all the opportunities that I've talked about in those countries. So guys, previously I have talked about Sweden, like step-by-step application process. But before, I think around 2 weeks ago, I went to some schools, or I went to a school, and then that particular school, I made videos there, and I think I posted it on my Instagram, my old Instagram. So I usually use my Instagram live, I put it on private. That is how I make videos. So on that Instagram live, like all the videos are stored there. So anytime, because I don't want my phone to, like, maybe because of phone problem, everything will wipe out. But unfortunately, my Instagram was hacked. So all the videos that I made in those schools were all deleted. Yeah, I could not get access to it anymore. And then it's just some of the videos, the clip that I made outside of the school, like I was showing the accommodation. I will attach it to the end of this video so that you can see. I think I said some things about accommodation, and I said some things about job opportunities in those streets, so you guys can check that out. So I will just explain it plainly like this. So now I will tell you guys about 4 universities that you can consider if you're still applying for admission in Sweden, and why you should consider these 4 universities. Or even if you don't want to apply 2023, you want to apply 2024, I think this will be like a sort of like a beginning research for you to now know like the type of universities that you'll be looking for. So when it comes to scholarship in Sweden, there is one big scholarship that is called the SI scholarship. So the SI scholarship is like Swedish Institute, is for master's students, and it covers everything. A lot of people have been getting this scholarship, but the problem is that this scholarship is highly competitive. So you need to like have all the requirements, and also add it with prayer before you can be able to apply, before you can be able to get the scholarship. I actually applied for this scholarship when I was applying for admission in Sweden, but the problem was that I focused only on this scholarship, and then I missed the other opportunities that are there, or as of then I missed the other opportunities that were there. So and later I now found those opportunities. So in most universities in Sweden, they give 100% scholarship. Some of them might give bachelors and master's students. So number 1 university on my list is MDU. I'm going to keep the link on the description. So MDU University is located in Västerås, a city called Västerås, and it's very close to Stockholm, like 1 to 2 hours to Stockholm. So some people also work in Stockholm, and they commute from Västerås to Stockholm. So if you find work around like all these big cities, you can as well commute from Västerås to that place. So this particular university is located in a small city, not big city. That is why. And also another reason is that not a lot of international students go to this university, or like are in this, or even know this university, because it's located like in a smaller city. I really wish the video was there, so I will show you guys around the university. So now, this university, the good news about this university is that they recently received, or 2022, they received funding from the government. So that means that if you apply for scholarship in this university, since they don't receive a lot of international applicants, if you apply for scholarship, there is a percentage of you getting that 100% scholarship as the student in that particular school. And then another university that I would like to recommend is Uppsala University. So one good thing about Uppsala University is that they have 2 scholarships that you can apply at the same time. So this is for master's student. They also have one for bachelor student, but the problem is that it's country specific. So you need to check if your country is among the ones that can apply for the bachelor's scholarship. Then you can go ahead and apply for it. So for masters, I remember when I was applying for that, the Uppsala University, you just need to apply the 2 two scholarships at the same time. So it's either you get this one or you get the other one. And I also know that a lot of Nigerians got this scholarship last year during the application and when the result was announced. So you guys can as well check this Uppsala University. I will also tell you how you can apply to this. So just stick to the end of this video. Then another university is Lund University. So Lund University is almost like the #1 university or the top university in Sweden. But one good thing is that if they admit you and you apply for the scholarship, there is also a possibility of you getting the scholarship because they have a lot of funding. The government funds them so much. So they have a lot of funding in this university. You can as well consider this university. They have a lot of courses because it's like top university. So they have a lot of courses, and then you see if you meet the requirement of this university, then you can apply. So one good thing about this university is that undergraduates can also apply for scholarship. So if you want to apply for undergraduate program, then you can as well check this particular university and then apply for their admission as well as their scholarship. Then another university on my list is Örebro University. So Örebro University is also located in a small city that is also like close to Stockholm. And my reason of like recommending this university is that they don't have a lot of students. They don't have a lot of international students because it's towards the smaller city, not in the bigger cities. So they don't have a lot of international students. How to apply for these particular scholarships? So the first thing you need to do is to apply for admission first. So when you apply for admission, just check the video that I made previously on how you can apply for admission. It's very easy and straightforward. So you just go to the general website. There is a general website, and then you search for the course that you want to apply for. Please remember that you need that particular university that you want to apply for the admission, because you need to select 4 universities. That particular university that you need to apply for scholarship, make sure that university is the #1, because they can only give you admission scholarship if you choose them as #1, if you rank them as #1. So make sure when you are ranking your #1, make sure that you have a chance of getting admission by meeting all the necessary requirements. Yes. So now when you have selected all the courses that you want to apply for, 4 courses, 4 universities, or the same university but 4 courses. So when you have selected your courses and fixed everything, then you go to the menu, and then you can search for where they say documents. You upload all the documents. You upload your when it comes to Ielts, if you are from an English speaking country, or if you're from a country that you did your bachelor's degree in English or your high school in English, you don't need Ielts. Then another thing you need to pay attention is that I will keep a link on the description to talk about country-specific requirements. So you just need to check your country and know what is the requirement that they need, because in some country they might need you to send your transcript to a particular email. So you need to check that first so that you know if you are uploading your transcripts, or like check it on the description so that you'll just find your country and know the specific requirements. So if you meet all the specific requirements, just upload your documents, all the necessary documents, then go back to your course and check the supporting document that they need. That is CV, motivation letter, and the recommendation letter. So make sure like recommendation letter and CV are something general, so you can just write a CV and the recommendation letter. Then when it comes to your motivation letter, because the courses might not be the same name and it's not the same university, so if the universities require different motivation letter, you need to give them like 4 motivation letters. So you need to make sure that you check the supporting documents. So when you've uploaded everything and you submit and pay your admission fee, then you can be checking the scholarship website of that particular university. Now you need to apply for scholarship in the university portal. So that particular place that you see about the scholarship, just be checking it. I know that some schools will now send you, when I was applying for Uppsala, they sent me an email to now apply for the scholarship. So they will send you the link and then you apply for the scholarship. This is if you choose them as your #1, they will then send you the link to apply for scholarship. So you can then apply for scholarship. This also goes for bachelor's degree students. So guys, with that we come to the end of this video. So when you apply for your scholarship, most times they don't need your CV, they need your personal statement. I know that when I uploaded just personal statements. So some might ask you to provide your CV and your personal statement, but it's just these two things. And some might ask you to provide reference letter, but I don't really know the one that asks for reference letter, except reference letter is not among the document that you submitted during your admission. So that is how it works. So if you did not submit it during your admission, you have to upload it. But if you submitted it during your admission, then you don't need to upload it. But they need personal statements like that is stating about scholarship now, not admission. So guys, you guys can work on that and see if it is something that you want to go for. So guys, these are the student houses, and you can see that it has almost the same color, and also it's a type of apartment. It's an apartment building, and it's almost in every school. So that is one good thing about Sweden. So you don't need to really worry about, you can see it, you don't need to really worry about like apartments, and they have a lot of them down to that place. So but if you want like private apartments, there are also private apartments if you maybe you don't really like to stay close to where there is a lot of students, but it can be quite helpful to like stay close to where there's a lot of students. And the good part is that it's a bit closer to the school. Like we can see that's a red building, that is the school, so it's a bit closer to the school. So a lot of schools in Sweden also have this kind of apartments, which makes it very much easier for both the citizens and the EU and the international students, like non-EU students, to as well get access to accommodation. So, and they are quite affordable, unlike getting a private apartment. So you guys can see that they're quite affordable. And yeah, so if you're considering this place, then you might also need to think about this student apartment, because it will ease a lot of maybe problem of looking around for all those private apartments. Because in some countries, like in Portugal, there is nothing like this. It's more like private apartments and normal apartments where you live with people and their families and all other stuff. So if you're a student and you're with your family, you can as well live in this kind of apartments.